Hey guys, I am back again for another Jurassic World Dominion toy review, and this one will be the last one before going on to the new Jurassic World Dino Trackers line, potentially someday, whenever I get the time to do so, because I'm not going to focus on doing these toy reviews as much as I should be. I really do enjoy making these toy reviews, but at the same time, I have been thinking about it lately, so this is a little bit of a heads up before I get started with the review. That I'm just only going to be reviewing figures and figure sets that I feel like I really want to review and take a look at, rather than just getting every single figure that I get and then straight up just reviewing it right off the bat. I'll just be picking and choosing which ones I would definitely be reviewing. If I get a new one, I'll just show it in the community post instead of just doing a review on the figure. So basically, that's just it for the heads up. So now I'm going to be taking a look at the figure that you see in the thumbnail that I'm finally glad that has been out now, because it's been a little bit difficult to come by again, just like the last one. Maisie, and also Velociraptor Beta, and the Lystrosaurs alongside. I don't know what it is with Maisie, but every time she gets a figure, this is the second time, and she's already been a little bit difficult to find. And they've just been stocking them back up again on Target's website, but wait for it, they're going to be out of stock again. She's becoming the Spinosaurus of the toy line. She's a high demand product, just like, it's funny. It's kind of like Maisie in the actual film. Everybody's looking for her. Anyway, so I don't really have to go over the package as you see it. It's a typical standard Jurassic World package. This one is just blocked by a barcode on with the Jurassic World logo and everything. So that's the front. And there's the back. You see the detailed image of the figure in action alongside the other dinos and the other two figures you can get, which I've already reviewed. So you can check those out if you haven't. So that's enough with the package. Let's go ahead and take this whole thing out of the box. Alrighty, so we got Maisie, Beta, and the Lystrosaurs out of the package. Of course, I'm going to be taking a look at Maisie first, so I'm going to move these other dinos aside. Now, finally got Dominion Maisie, and she is looking pretty darn good. She definitely looks like how she looks like in the film, although I will say that sometimes I just kind of wish that Mattel doesn't go with the idea of sculpting on hats for certain figures. I mean, it's kind of a better idea to, have a separate version, or I don't know, just one without that hat, because, throughout the whole movie, she doesn't really wear a cap. So even if I really do like the figure with the likeness is pretty good. She definitely still looks like Maisie, as usual. Waiting for the autofocus to stop messing around with me. This is just basically Maisie right here in the face. She definitely still looks like the actress that played her, Isabella Sherman. She definitely looks really neat. That's all I gotta say. And I really like how they made her hair exactly as long as it should be. Though, again, they did the one mistake, which is make it the wrong hair color, just like the previous Maisie figure from Fallen Kingdom, which is also a little bit difficult to find, and autofocus messed up on me again. Get any more details, like, of course, the satchel is definitely a repaint of the same satchel that was Owen's satchel from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, except this is black. So you got her knife. She got the utility tool, as Mattel was calling it, but she's got a knife as well. So that's pretty neat that she's got it. And it's also in a different color. So again, the detailing of her clothing is definitely accurate to how it is in the film, although some details are omitted, but it definitely do got a little bit of a texture to it. Just like most of the Jurassic World Dominion figures, they got the texturing in there. She's also got her fingerless gloves, which is really cool. Basically, detailing is exactly how it's supposed to look, though it's simplified. It does look really nice. I really like that it's just a much better Maisie figure than the last one. I mean, it still has the same issue as the previous Maisie with the wrong hair color. But other than that, I really definitely like this Maisie figure more. And let's just be real, I like the Maisie a lot more in this film. I mean, I just like Maisie in general, so it's really nice that we got another figure of her, and I'm finally glad to have her in my collection. So that's basically Maisie right here. And with Velociraptor Beta, I don't have to take a look at Beta already because I already reviewed the figure. If you hadn't seen my review of the previous Velociraptor Beta figure, which is in the Owen 2-pack, you can go ahead and check that review out because, well, that's basically it for Beta. I don't have to go over her too much. She's still an adorable figure. But let's go ahead and look at the creme de la creme of the set. Other than Maisie, it's the Lystrosaurus, the Oviraptor Decapitator. Really love this little guy. Though, could be a little bit smaller, but I definitely like the detailing they crammed into those little guys. It's definitely got the same detail as it looks in the film. It's just overall nice. I will say that mine's with the eyes, it's like this one is looking upward, and the other one is basically just standard position. So basically a little bit of a QC issue with that, but other than that, everything about the toy is basically really nice. Let me go ahead and move these out the way so you can see better detail of it. Plus, this is the Lysosaurus, all the striations, wrinkles, and the bumps, everything. These areas are not painted in, but that doesn't really matter much. Head does rotate. It's on a ball hinge, sort of a ball hinge. Well, sort of a ball hinge. It's not really rotating everywhere, but you can get enough motion out of it. Legs just basically just a basic swivel. Nothing else on the tail or anything. Just really nothing. It's basically just a really, really nice looking toy. Nice figure. There's a scan code right there if you need it. Also, again, the Jurassic World logo is over here, but also over here, so they just be splicing them in two different areas. And dang, this thing is stiff. A stiff head right here. I don't really got much to say other than that it's just a nice figure, that it looks exactly like the dino in the film. That's all I gotta say. Just really love this little guy. It's basically it for this set. It's just you get one repack and you get 2 new figures alongside it, but it's definitely a recommendation because it's really good that we have a Maisie figure, well, one for Dominion, and we got the Lysosaurus as well. So you're just basically getting, well, if you haven't got this after beta, if you haven't even got it already, so it'll be a definitely a good chance to get another beta, or at least one that you haven't had yet. Though I think one thing they could have done with this beta figure is to actually give it a broken toe claw like it was in the film, which is something I hadn't even noticed until later on, like at the time when the trailers were hitting out for Dominion. It won't even focus, but you already get my deal. Sorry about that. Well, that's basically it for the figure. Let's just go ahead and get right on to comparing. So of course, here is my other Maisie figure, the Fallen Kingdom Maisie, when she was a little younger, not 14 yet. And of course, I painted her hair a little bit darker because, you know, I did not like that her hair color was just the wrong color. I don't know why it was like that, but painting it this color at the time, it's like, it still looks much better. Like, yeah, this is just my original Maisie figure, and I still like this figure. And now we got Maisie for Dominion, which maybe I might paint up the hair. I'm not sure. That's just up to me to do. But other than that, I really freaking like both Maisie figures, and I'm so glad that I own them both now. You can see the difference between the two already. And here is the main cast of Jurassic World Dominion finally completed. So we have Dr. Grant, Ellie Sattler, Ian Malcolm, Kayla Watts, Claire Deering, Maisie Lockwood, and Owen Grady, all here in one big main cast bundle. This is so dang exciting. I'm glad I got them all now. And of course, at this rate, I've completed my Jurassic World Dominion human figure collection, because now that I got every figure that has actually come out so far, which I'll go ahead and add more to the picture. Yeah, this is the completed collection of the human figures we have so far in the Jurassic World Dominion toy line, excluding the extra set of Owens and Kaylas that we got in the line. We only got like 2 Kaylas, but one of them is less detailed than the one in the front. It's really good that I got them all collected, and of course, you can already see that I switched the head out of that figure, because if you haven't seen my review on the Owen figure, this particular Cowboy Owen, checked out that review, and I talk about how much I didn't like that face that they had for the figure initially. I do wish we had Ramsey Cole and also Dachshund as well to complete the collection a little further. Also Dr. Wu, and then that way the whole dang collection would be kind of complete, I guess. But then again, what we got is what we got, and I'm actually glad to get them all. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for this review of the Jurassic World Dominion Maisie, Velociraptor Beta, and Lysosaurus 3-pack. Now, this set is obviously a definite recommendation, but you're going to have to get this as soon as possible because, you know, obviously this darn thing is selling out constantly, and before you know, it's going to be selling even worse on eBay when it comes to the prices. But even at that, this is definitely a really good figure. Definitely recommend picking this up. And of course, if you're a fan of Maisie, this definitely should be on your recommendation. And of course, like I said in the beginning of the video, this is going to be my last Dominion review for the time being. And then moving on to the Dino Trackers line, which is... there's a ton of great freaking new releases I've been seeing, and man, including the Hammond collection, I'm super excited for most of the stuff that's coming off of that line. So that's basically it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will be seeing you guys later.